Did you know that just one small handful of almonds contains as much vitamin as your brain uses in an entire day to protect itself from damage? It's true. Yet, 90% of adults over 60 don't get enough of this critical brain-protecting nutrient. While modern medicine keeps us living longer, our brains face an unprecedented challenge: outliving our cognitive health. When I entered my senior years, I realized protecting my brain wasn't just about avoiding disease. It was about staying sharp enough to live with dignity, freedom, and joy. I began paying attention to food differently, and to my surprise, science kept pointing to almonds as one of nature's most powerful brain protectors. Hi, I'm Vernon. 6 years ago, neurologists told me I had early signs of memory issues myself. That diagnosis sent me on a journey into nutrition research that completely transformed my approach to brain health. Today, I'm sharing what could be a game changer for many of you. Over 60? 3 ways almonds help your brain street eyes sharp. We'll explore the remarkable science behind how these humble nuts support memory, protect against oxidative damage, and may even help ward off serious cognitive conditions that affect so many of us in our golden years. If you're finding value in our evidence-based approach to senior nutrition, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Our community is growing, and I'd love for you to join us on this journey toward better brain health at any age. So, how exactly do almonds deliver such powerful brain benefits, especially for those of us over 60? Let's dive in and uncover the first of 3 surprising ways these tiny nuts can help keep your mind sharp. Number 1. Almonds' vitamin E shield against oxidative stress. Before we dive into the first benefit, let me share a story with you, Margaret, a 78-year-old retired librarian, during a brain health seminar in Oregon. Margaret had been experiencing increasing senior moments, forgetting names, misplacing her glasses, struggling to recall recent conversations. Her doctor suggested medication, but Margaret wanted to try nutrition first. She began incorporating a quarter cup of almonds into her daily routine. During the first month, she didn't notice much change. But by the 3rd month, something remarkable started to happen. She was able to recall the names of new people she met at church. And her daughter noticed that she had stopped repeating the same questions during their phone calls. 6 months in, cognitive assessments showed measurable improvements in her short-term memory function. Here's the fascinating science. Your brain consumes nearly 20% of your body's oxygen, despite being only 2% of your body weight. This creates an enormous amount of what scientists call oxidative stress, essentially rust forming in your neural circuits. As we age past 60, our natural antioxidant defenses weaken dramatically, leaving our brains increasingly vulnerable. This is where almonds enter the picture. Just 1 ounce, about 23 almonds, provides nearly 50% of your daily vitamin E needs. But what makes this particularly important is that vitamin E isn't just any antioxidant, it's fat-soluble, meaning it can actually penetrate the fatty tissues of your brain where protection is most needed. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that seniors with higher vitamin E intake had a 67% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's compared to those with lower intake. The researchers concluded that vitamin E's ability to neutralize free radicals directly within brain tissue creates a protective effect that few other nutrients can match. What's particularly fascinating about vitamin E's protection is how it works synergistically with other compounds. The alpha-tocopherol in almonds doesn't just neutralize free radicals, it actually helps regenerate other antioxidants in your brain, creating a cascade of protection that continues long after you've eaten the almonds. Ever tried adding almonds to your daily routine? Drop a comment below and let us know what changes you've noticed. Your experience might inspire someone else in our community. Speaking of protection that builds over time, let's explore the second way almonds support your aging brain through a mechanism that might surprise you. Number 2. Almonds' impact on brain blood flow and vascular health. After 60, blood flow to the brain naturally drops. Tiny vessels are narrow. Oxygen delivery slows. Result? Slower thoughts, mental fatigue, fog. That's where almonds come in. This simple snack isn't just about healthy fat. Almonds deliver magnesium and L-arginine, two nutrients that relax blood vessels and boost nitric oxide, improving circulation right where it counts, your brain. By age 65, most of us have experienced some degree of narrowing in the tiny blood vessels that feed our brain cells. This reduction in brain circulation can starve neurons of oxygen and nutrients, leading to foggy thinking and memory difficulties. But almonds contain a powerful combination of nutrients that specifically target this vascular challenge. The science here is compelling. Almonds are rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps relax blood vessels, and L-arginine, an amino acid that increases nitric oxide production, a compound that helps your blood vessels dilate. Together, these nutrients create what researchers call a vasodilatory effect that can increase blood flow specifically to the brain. I didn't think I had a memory problem, but around 64, I noticed something weird. I was still remembering stuff, just slower. Then my doctor mentioned something I'd never really thought about. Blood to the brain, tiny vessels, oxygen delivery. And after 60, it all slows down. That's when I gave almonds a serious try. Not for the healthy fat, but because they're loaded with magnesium and L-arginine, two nutrients that help open up blood vessels and boost brain circulation. I didn't change anything else, but it makes me surprised I just added a small handful of almonds every morning. By week 3, I felt quicker, sharper. Turns out the science backs this up. A landmark study published in the British Journal of Nutrition examined 717 adults over age 65 and found that those who consumed nuts 5 or more times weekly, with almonds being the most commonly consumed, showed significantly better cerebral blood flow measurements and performed better on memory tests than those who rarely ate nuts. What makes this vascular mechanism so important is that it doesn't just support memory, it affects every aspect of brain function, from processing speed to emotional regulation. When your brain's 100 billion neurons receive optimal blood flow, everything works better. The remarkable aspect of this benefit is how quickly it can produce noticeable effects. While the antioxidant protection we discussed earlier builds up over months, improved blood flow can enhance brain function in a matter of weeks. This makes almonds a valuable addition to your nutrition plan, whether you're experiencing mild cognitive changes or simply want to maintain your mental edge. Memory isn't just about protection or fuel, it's about connection, and almonds support that too, at the deepest level of brain chemistry. Let's explore our third and perhaps most remarkable way almonds support your aging brain, through a mechanism directly connected to memory formation. Number 3. Almonds and neurotransmitter production. By the time we hit 70, acetylcholine levels can drop dramatically, making it harder to learn, speak fluidly, or even hold on to everyday thoughts. That's where almonds come in. Almonds help your brain build the chemicals it needs to think clearly and remember better. After 70, your levels of acetylcholine, the key neurotransmitter for memory and focus, naturally decline. Almonds provide choline, vitamin B6, and zinc, which your brain uses to make more of it. No fancy pills. Just one handful a day equals better signal, stronger recall. Many of us produce significantly lower levels of acetylcholine, the critical neurotransmitter responsible for forming new memories. This decline is at the heart of what makes names harder to remember and new information more difficult to retain. Fascinatingly, almonds contain specific nutrient precursors that help your brain manufacture more of this essential memory compound. A groundbreaking study published in Brain Research demonstrated that regular almond consumption increased acetylcholine levels in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, by up to 23% in older subjects. Researchers attribute this effect to almonds' unique combination of choline, vitamin B6, and zinc, which serve as building blocks for this crucial neurotransmitter. Elena, an 82-year-old former mathematics professor who contacted me after one of my nutrition seminars. Elena had been struggling with word retrieval, that frustrating tip-of-the-tongue phenomenon where familiar words seem just out of reach. For someone who had spent decades teaching complex concepts, this change was particularly distressing. At her neurologist's suggestion, Elena began incorporating specific brain-supporting foods into her diet, including a daily ounce of almonds. Within 3 months, she noticed that conversations flowed more smoothly and words that had previously escaped her came more readily. While the changes weren't miraculous, she still experienced occasional senior moments. The improvement was significant enough that even her grandchildren began to comment on the difference. Finding this helpful so far? Give the video a thumbs up. It's a small gesture that helps more seniors discover simple ways to support their brain health, just like Elena did. What makes this neurotransmitter connection so important is that it addresses one of the most common and frustrating aspects of cognitive aging, that sense that information is in there somewhere, but difficult to access. By supporting your brain's signaling chemicals, almonds help maintain the neural pathways that allow you to retrieve and use the vast knowledge you've accumulated throughout your life. Conclusion. Everything we talked about today brings us back to one simple truth I've seen play out in real life. Almonds aren't just a snack, they're a quiet ally for the aging brain. They've shown me time and time again 3 ways they truly make a difference. First, they help protect my brain cells with vitamin E, which fights off oxidative stress, the kind that slowly wears down memory as we age. Second, they improve blood flow to the brain. Thanks to nutrients like magnesium and L-arginine, almonds help keep tiny brain vessels open and circulating, which means sharper thinking and better focus. Third, they support the production of acetylcholine, the key brain chemical for learning, memory, and word recall. Almonds are rich in choline, vitamin B6, and zinc, which help keep that system running. I usually eat about 20 to 23 almonds a day, raw or soaked overnight to make them easier to digest. Sometimes I add them to yogurt, oatmeal, or a salad. It's a small habit, but it helps me stay sharp, think clearly, and give my brain the fuel it actually needs. No pills required. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any foods that seem to help your cognitive clarity? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights might help others in our community. Hit the like button, share this video with someone you care about, and subscribe for more practical, science-backed nutrition tips tailored for our golden years. Remember, taking care of your brain isn't just about avoiding decline, it's about maintaining the rich, engaged life you deserve in these valuable years. Thanks for spending this time with me. Here's to a sharper, stronger brain, one almond at a time.